video.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
They
no
made
following
the song.
Either
and
way,
now
I'll
they're
still
both.
watch the video later after you guys.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. We were supposed to go live 30 minutes ago. I'm about to hit go live.
Everyone play all the copywritten stuff.
Because it's true.
All right, we are live. Hey, everybody, what is up? I am Nick.
Joe.
Corey.
And I'm Joe.
This is the week after Gen Con.
Senorita.
So much shit has happened, and
Hey,
apparently
real
Camila
quick.
Cabello dropped a new song.
Who? Well, it's not. I mean, it's been out for like a month.
That shows you how often I listen to modern popular music.
Anyway, who didn't go to Gen Con?
I did.
Who else? I got nothing.
Yeah.
Who had fun at Gen Con?
had
I
a blast at
ain't
Gen
had
Con.
a big. I had a lot of fun, but I blew my wad in the first day.
Sounds about right. That's easy to do at Gen Con, though.
Do you have your Pathfinder book that I could look at while we're podcasting?
He didn't get it in yet.
It hasn't shipped yet because the bestiary officially apparently didn't come out until today on that website. So it literally shipped today. So
It was literally-
I should
it's because
have
of
it by
Gen Con.
Saturday.
When would I get? Ooh, I could get this free delivery on Tuesday if I paid $25 extra for the core rulebook. Is it worth it? Not really.
I was gonna say just do the free shipping. You'll get it in a couple. It's pretty quick shipping.
I did have something I was going to say though.
What?
Nick, pull up a calculator.
Oh God. Okay.
Corey, pull up a calculator. I want you both to
I
do
would
this.
love to.
I want you
Calculator.
to both do this, okay?
Okay.
Hold on, let me get my calculator. I forgot where we put it. Go on.
Hulu without commercials
Okay.
is $5.99.
Okay.
Plus,
Okay.
Disney Plus is $6.99.
Okay.
What is that total?
$12.98.
Okay, it's $12.99 if you want to bundle them.
Nope. It's $12.99 if you want to put both of those and ESPN Plus.
Well, they can just keep ESPN Plus. 'Cause I don't give a
Sports!
fuck about sports.
Yes.
Yeah,
well,
no,
Actually, do you know what happened today on ESPN?
No. A sports ball thing.
I
bet.
know, no,
Well, yes,
that wasn't.
no.
That may not have been. No, that was on the news.
Was it?
What?
Has everyone seen Dodgeball?
What the fuck is this all about?
Hold,
I saw this at a fucking restaurant today when I was getting lunch. This is the most insane fucking thing I've ever seen. I'm not kidding.
are we
know
talking
what
about
he's
ESPN
about.
8 The Ocho?
The
Like every year there's like one day that they do ESPN 8
Usually
The
it's
Ocho.
on 8,
yeah,
The Ocho. But
Yeah.
they did it today for some reason.
8
It
7.
was
That's
fucking
weird.
insane.
What
I'm
was it this
assuming
year?
we're talking about the same thing.
Yes.
What was
I
it
think
this
so.
year?
It's got so many different things all day. In the morning, I didn't watch it. Obviously, I didn't know about it till really today.
I saw it around
but
11:30. I caught
One of the
something.
guys came in and he said before he left work, when he had it on, they had the rock skipping championship going.
Nice.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that one.
They had boxing chess. I think. Did you see that?
No, I just saw the dodgeball
You
one,
play
and it's
3
fucking
minutes of
weird.
chess, and you stop and do 3 minutes of boxing and go back to 3 minutes of chess. The
Shit.
first one to either get knocked out or checkmate loses.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
The
Complete
dodgeball
schedule
one I
of
saw.
ESPN
Oh,
8
yeah, they
The
do
Ocho
have-
2019.
They do also have dodgeball tournaments.
The dodgeball one I saw though was dodgeball juggling.
Yes, I was gonna say
They had a
that's
guy
good
in the
one.
back who was juggling
Pins.
bowling pins, and all the other team was trying to fuck him up basically. So it's two guys juggling
Yep.
while teams are playing
It's like,
dodgeball, and I was
protect
like,
your
"What
base."
the fuck is going on?" We were watching it at Buffalo Wild Wings for lunch, and
See,
I was like, "What the fuck is going
I've
on?"
heard crazy things.
Spike Ball Challenge, Big Buck World Championship. I don't know what that is.
Probably riding a mechanical bull, maybe.
It could be. World Lumberjack Championship, Axe Throwing Championship, the Las Vegas Highland Games. So that's like the giant log throwing and that shit. Stone skipping competition. This is the 51st National Stone Skipping Competition. Best of Chess Boxing, Professional Arm Wrestling,
Best of chess.
American E-Go-Kart Championship, electronic go-karts.
Oh, hold on, is that what E means?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you told me.
Jugglers Under Attack, Dodge Juggle 3, Revenge of the Dodgeballs, 2019 U.S. Pizza Team Trials,
What the fuck?
the 46th Annual Cherry Pit Spitting Contest,
Yes.
National Putt Putt Championship, the Golden Tee World Championship. So I'm assuming that's the I was gonna say I'm assuming
Arcade game.
that's the arcade game Golden Tee. That's pretty
You
awesome.
just have a bunch of people lined up at a fucking arcade.
School Bus Figure 8, European Tram Driver Championship, Classic Tetris World Championship, Marble Runs,
Oh shit! I didn't know they had Tetris
yeah,
Championship.
Lawnmower Racing, Stupid Robot Fighting League, Electronics National Championship, World Sign Spinning Championship, Slippery Stairs, the WCO World Cornhole Championship, which that's a normal thing on ESPN now.
I didn't know that.
I've seen like multiple cornhole championships on ESPN.
Have you
Like,
seen multiple cornholes?
I mean, yeah. Usually there's a screen involved though. Because I don't usually play cornhole when I go to places. People ask if I won't play, and I'm really bad at it, so I don't typically play. But I'll
Makes
watch
sense.
it.
Makes sense.
I'll watch it on the screen.
It's a good
Digital interface.
Yeah.
And then
Well,
America's
shut up.
Dodgeball Continental Cup, U.S. versus Canada, and then it ends tonight at 10 with a reshowing of Dodgeball, True Underdog Story. But no, yeah.
ESPN 8.
The Ocho. But no, that's pretty funny. I will say one year,
Can't find this book.
I saw. No,
It's not that. It was. What are the names? Because it just occurred to me.
I know Rogar's on there.
Oh, I thought it said Roger. That makes more sense.
Oh,
Rogar.
no,
So
Rogar,
it was like
which is great. I
Ezrin.
should have opened that and had Rogar sign it.
Rogar the Barbarian.
Yeah, from the first Gamers film.
Yeah.
Matt Shimkus was actually at Gen Con this
I
year.
want to open it, but does it have a lot of pieces inside?
No, they're all punch out, so it's not like a
Oh,
whole bunch of
sweet.
loose stuff. Yeah, you can open it, and it reseals like that. Yeah,
That's pretty nifty.
right.
Continue though.
But no, what was I gonna say? Long story short,
Take
went to
home
Gen
Mr.
Con,
Magic.
had a lot of fun, spent a lot of money. It's all good.
I'm trying to decide what's actually worth.
Oh, people that are watching. Well, I guess we only have one concurrent viewer, so
Who is it?
I don't know. It just has one viewer.
Probably Len Reno. I talked to him for the
Probably
first time in a hot minute
participants. Oh no, nobody's watching right now. It's just us. Wait, is there a way to
the
do
other
it?
day. Whoa. Where do you punch it out?
Huh?
Is this two different pieces? I'm just stupid.
No. The so that is one giant thing. The punch outs are. Okay, let me see that.
Is it worth an
Oh,
extra
yeah,
$10
yeah,
to get a
yeah.
brand
It
new
is.
copy?
It's just.
It is,
attached
it is.
by a magnet.
Yeah. It's magnetized to the back.
I don't want to put the magnet on my phone. But what'd you say, Joe?
Trying to figure out if it's worth $10 to get a brand new copy
Of what?
Pathfinder,
Here, give it here.
because it's $25 after shipping, which it's $35 on Amazon.
Of a new book?
with free shipping.
Yeah. So I need some feedback actually on the Pathfinder game.
Yes.
So we have captured all of that footage,
Yes.
but we've never gotten the ending before.
Correct.
Oh,
So
yeah.
what do you guys want to do about that? I had a solution.
Reenactment.
Gamers.
Gamers reenactment.
What if we stream from your phone?
His phone?
Yes.
I'm all for that.
What? What? What?
Because it's his phone. I don't give a shit.
Oh. It took me a second. I'm like, I don't understand why you're all for that all of a sudden. Made
It's
me
not my
question
phone.
A lot of shit. This is so cool.
Well, and it's even got like conditional modifiers and stuff like that. So like if one of us is like bleeding or knocked out or something like that, then you can just click and then boom.
Anyway,
I wish there was a way to look at participants and chat.
no, what I was saying is, so with the 360 cam we have, right?
Yes.
It can only be streamed from a phone that is plugged in directly,
Yes.
which means basically plugging it in with like I can't charge my phone because I don't have wireless charging.
Okay.
You does.
I do.
You does.
I do. It is known.
So what people have done before
You guys about that too.
is they have actually put their phone on a wireless charging thing, plugged in the camera, and streamed from the camera.
Okay.
That'll it theoretically should work. Shouldn't kill your phone. We could test it and just have it stream to the test function for an hour to see what happens.
Yeah.
But since I have an extra battery, I could even technically buy a third battery because I bought the cradle that holds 2 batteries, can charge 2 at once. We could just hot swap batteries for the whole night.
That's true.
So when it dies, it'd be like, all right, pause, and then start stream back up as part 2.
Intermission.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine.
Okay.
Do some jumping jacks.
I mean, well, like a lot of stuff like that, like Critical
Dude,
Role,
I
for
tried
instance.
this time so hard.
I know.
And then Tyler showed up, and I was like, awesome. Like, we got Tyler here. We're going to do this quick. And Tyler sat down, and then I fell asleep, and I woke up 3 hours later, and we were still going. I was like, holy shit.
Well, that's the other thing. So, like, that's the other thing is, like, Critical Role and stuff like that are all, like, 3 to 5 hours.
Yeah.
Which every one of our sessions have been longer than 5. But the other
My
thing
bad.
about it is they have, so even at 3 hours, they have breaks.
Okay.
So it's, wow, that got a little.
But
no, I'm
the
fine with that.
issue is, it'll be every hour. The battery only lasts 1 hour.
Right, but I mean, like, well,
You see what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
The battery in the 360 camera only lasts 1 hour.
Okay.
so we have to hot swap out the battery every single hour.
Okay.
It's not a big deal.
So every hour we have to take a break to.
Which is literally just
Okay.
pop open a
But that's
door,
what I'm saying
unplug it,
is, I
plug
mean,
it back in,
that's-
turn it back on.
We're talking like a 3-second break as opposed to, like, it's not
Well,
like, it's not like, oh, hey, the battery died. Everybody take a 2-hour cooldown.
No,
like,
it's
we're gonna go
no.
charge
It's
it.
not. Well, it's more than 3 seconds, only for the fact that he's gonna have to reconnect and everything.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's still not that big of a deal. Well, I don't know if we're going for 9 hours. It's 9 times.
We're not gonna do.
I'm not doing it. I don't give a shit. I won't care.
I just like the idea of the 360 camera.
It's
All 360
much better
cams.
picture. No offense. I don't know how. Well, your fucking camera's. I forgot we can't do his camera.
With what?
His phone's fucked right now.
Right, which is why we're streaming from the 360 camera through my phone. 360 camera connects to my phone. Video
When he
goes
said
to the
stream
internet.
from your phone. I literally thought you meant like
No.
don't use the 360 cam.
No.
I'm on the same page now.
Gotcha.
Actually, and that's another
I've been
thing.
actually
If we are so,
So I don't know.
I guess this is technical stuff that we can work on. If we're streaming through the 360 camera,
Yeah.
A, how is the mic on the 360 camera, and B,
I could hear everything whenever I check the audio before.
okay, well, I was gonna say B. I also do have like an actual legit like high end quality mic for my phone. So like,
True.
if it'll allow,
I don't think
will
so.
it allow me to? Because there are some apps where there's a couple different things that I've done where I've streamed something
Well, you
through
have
my
to
phone.
stream directly from the
Sure, watch
360
it.
app.
Huh?
You'll-
What the fuck's your watch doing?
What? Oh,
It was listening to it.
yeah, it thought I was trying to do a search. But no,
It'll only let you stream from the 360.
right, but
app.
that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of third-party apps like that, like if I have my GoPro, I can do from the GoPro, and then it records the audio from my phone with a thing because there's an option in the options menu to use an external phone camera or external phone mic as
I'll
opposed to the
check.
mic.
I don't think so, but I will check.
But I mean, this is all shit we can worry about later.
I know.
Not
Well,
like
you
during
keep
the
going
podcast.
because I literally have the app right here. But continue.
But yeah, no. What else was I gonna say? No, Jack, how was this last weekend? I will say, hands down, my favorite highlight from this weekend. We got to see a movie that we were literally the first audience that has ever been shown this film. Outside of the people, like so, outside of the people that worked on this movie, the group of us that saw it at Gen Con were the only people that have ever seen it. They're trying to pitch it to different places to get it like hopefully picked up or
Did you have
something
to
like
sign
that.
an NDA?
Did not have to sign an NDA, so I can actually legitimately talk about it. And I actually had to fill out like a questionnaire thing. But basically, the gist of it is, it's a movie where, how do I explain this? So like, as it's going, it's 1999. It's Christmas. This family is in this house.
Announced this week.
Family's in the house, but it's like in a weird, very dark dystopian kind of look and feel. And this kid finds out that he can travel dimensions using mirrors. And
Umbrella Academy?
no, so he can set up a mirror, and if it face east, he heads back. But his world is as far back as he can go. If the mirror is facing west, he can travel to the west one dimension. So he can travel. So like if he goes 1, 2, 3, he can go back 1, 2, 3,
He's back home.
and so on and so forth. But there's an evil entity from his dimension that is trying to follow him. So he travels to an alternate dimension, and every single dimension, he's like, this is all the exact same, but everything's slightly different.
Who's the guy who created it? Because if his name's Aaron, I'm gonna be pissed.
No, it's actually, so they're not technically Zombie Orpheus, but everybody that works for the company works very closely with Zombie Orpheus.
So I had that exact same movie, but it was a game, imagination game.
Oh,
And
okay.
I played with my buddy Aaron, not Life Taker, different Aaron, when I was very young and I lived in a trailer park. Except instead of being chased constantly by one entity, it was like you stepped on the water pressure manhole cover, and that was the portal. And every time you stepped on it, you went through different dimensions. Like one time there was dinosaurs. You gotta deal with the dinosaurs, man.
Well, so with this, everything like is the exact same except for
Right,
like
that's
very
basi-
slight difference
Oh,
until he gets to one where it's completely different because he has an older sister in this universe. And because of different circumstances, he can be in this universe, but at certain points it becomes dangerous for him to be in this universe. But the way it's set up, it's basically like a darker episode of like Goosebumps or Are You Afraid of the Dark, but made for an older audience.
Yeah.
And by older audience, I mean like this looks like it looks like a movie that is designed for people like 12 to 15, but like
Maze Runner.
kind of, but like still good enough and well written enough and well acted enough
But an
to
adult
keep
wouldn't mind.
exactly. And there's a few jokes that would probably go over kids' heads, and there's some adult humor. But,
Taxes, am I right?
well, no, I just there's some quote unquote adult humor, but not in the sense of like
That's where you go.
not in the sense of like, oh, like haha, he just made a jizz joke. Like
Oh, so it's not Ghostbusters.
it's not adult humor. Oh God, I gotta talk to you about
So here's
all
the
female
thing.
reboots.
What is the most adult thing you could think of? Right off the top of your bat.
I mean, I gotta go with taxes. I mean, that's
Right?
yeah.
I was gonna say 2 men Eiffel Towering. You know what? It's not important.
My brain doesn't go to sex at all. It goes to,
Just kidding.
fuck me, I gotta pay a shitload of taxes this year.
Well, but so that's the other thing is so this.
You know what my mind goes to? Well, I shouldn't say that. On
And while this is all encompassing this whole thing,
Here.
this is Christmas of '99. So this entire movie, his crazy uncle, who's played by Brian S. Lewis, the guy that plays Cass in the Gamers
Okay, there
stuff,
you go. Thank you.
is like the crazy uncle that's prepping for Y2K.
Oh, yeah.
And so like he's hoarding like cans of yams. He's like, they were crazy. They marked these down to like 5 cents a piece because nobody wanted them. They're in cans. They're gonna hold forever. I'm gonna put them down in the fallout shelter and blah, blah. Like, yeah, it's a great fucking movie. I can't recommend it enough. Problem is, so they're pitching it.
You can't watch it.
They're pitching it to different companies and stuff like that, and there's no way to watch it as of yet, but I've signed up for the email list, so as soon as it becomes available somewhere, I will have access to it. But it's called Alt, A-L-T.
Oh.
Very, very, very well done film, though. Like, I can't say enough good things about it. That was probably the highlight of my Gen Con.
I wish I could show this to the audience, but I can't easily. But I'm going to show him the tabletop that we saw that I'm not going to name.
Oh, we can show that to the audience.
No, I'm just saying I physically like.
Oh, well,
Unless I send you the pictures and you link it.
send it to me, and I'll become super famous on Imager again.
Awesome.
Imager?
Way to go, Eric.
Did you not hear about that?
Oh my god, that was actually really crazy.
So
this is a
you
real thing.
the last episode you were not on.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't be here.
Yeah.
Well, Joe had a thing that he was wanting to show. Did you watch the podcast?
Not all of it. No, like the first.
I already
So-
have it on my phone.
so-
I can show
so-
him because I saved it.
Well, no. I'm here already. So, so Joe had a right, but I've got the legit
Okay.
post with everything. So Joe had a picture that he tried to show me, and like he was like, "Oh, we can show the camera." I was like, "If we hold that up to the camera, it's not going to show it." So he sent me the picture. I uploaded it to Imager, posted the Imager link into YouTube.
Mhm.
Later that night, I dropped Joe off, and Shannon's like, "Hey, let's play some Marvel Ultimate Alliance." So we go over to his apartment, and we're playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance, and my phone's just like, bzz, 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 bzz,
Goes off a lot.
bzz,
Goes off a lot. He gets it.
Keeps going.
Thank you.
I look at my
love
my watch, and it's just like, oh, you got a comment. Oh, you got a comment. Oh, you got an upvote. Oh, you got another view. Oh, blah blah blah. Oh,
Viral, basically.
it literally popped up and said I went viral. I'm at 95,871 views, 2,240 upvotes, 237 likes, and I don't know how many different shares.
That's my picture, damn it! That I stole from someone at Comic-Con.
But see, here's the other thing. So when he tried to send it to me, I was like, well, why don't I just find this picture online? So I tried to reverse image search the picture. It wasn't showing up online.
Now it is.
Well, apparently Twitter does not show up on reverse image searches.
Yeah.
And 2 days prior to me uploading it, that picture was posted online by some voice actor that was at Comic-Con. And then like a whole bunch, so
It's a voice actor that I follow because I was the one. I mean, I saw it on Twitter.
Sean Bean.
no, it
knows?
was
Continue on though. We'll figure it out.
Michael Richardson.
Yeah.
Something Michael Richardson.
John Michael Richardson.
No.
Richard Michael
Stop.
Richardson.
Stop.
Oh, God, this
Don't
is-
fucking do it, Nick. Don't be a pussy. Don't look this shit up.
Kyle Michael Richardson.
He plays Cleveland Jr.
He does.
Kevin Michael Richardson.
Kevin Michael Richardson.
Is
Thank
that
you.
What you just said?
No, he never said Kevin.
Kyle.
Oh, I heard the K, and that's what made. Yeah, Kevin
Michael Richardson posted it on Twitter a few days before, and like so.
Cleveland Juniors. Out of all of his
Ye-
roles, I go to Cleveland Junior.
Yeah.
Well,
You
know, because you're a Simpson fan.
but no, long story short,
I
yeah.
literally want to fucking like hurt you so bad.
But yeah, so I became internet famous for like a 4-hour
I'm not
period
sending you
where
any of
like
these pictures. Post them on my imagery.
that's
I don't
fine.
have any
Dude,
imagery.
go for it.
But so tabletop RPG.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like DayZ.
Close.
Close.
Another video game.
Does that look familiar at all?
What is it? You'll have to go back to so I can see. No.
No, that looks familiar.
Mm-mm. We're sure that I've played this, right?
There's the vault.
Oh,
door.
There it
Vault,
is.
That's cool.
Yeah,
You can hear me go. This is so badass.
yeah. It's a Fallout miniatures game.
But the guy
Dude,
literally
it looks
went
so
through and built like full on like here's the city and then off over here here's the vault, then it goes into the vault and then it's like, oh, I have like the suit, and it's expensive though. I don't know if all miniature games are like that. I've never played
Yeah.
any miniature games.
They're
but
all
it's like-
incredibly expensive.
but
This
it's
one
like-
is actually really reasonably priced.
It was reasonably priced. I will say that.
How much?
But so what was it? It was 110.
125.
125 was the base game plus six expansions.
6 expansions.
That's super reasonably priced.
That's exactly
The
what I said.
Base game was 90
yeah.
or 80.
Right,
80.
80.
So,
That's
yeah,
what
it was like-
Some bigger miniatures alone are like $400.
Well,
right. Yeah,
Okay, then I'm definitely complaining for no reason.
that's what I'm
I
saying.
thought
It's
it was
re-
ridiculously expensive because it was like, oh, you want a super mutant? Okay, that's $25.
No.
And
No,
I was like,
that's what I'm saying. It's really well priced.
If you
You
want
want to
to
end up playing this game
for like Warhammer
Where
or
am I gonna
something,
play
and
it?
this
I
is
need to talk
only
about your
this,
cable.
this is only secondhand knowledge from like Skylar and Ross. So literally,
it's so mad.
like-
Secondhand gaming discussions.
for like a full thing of Warhammer, like Russ, I think, well, he bought some of them cheap from a guy that just makes them out of a 3D printer alone. But still, the full set alone of just the miniatures, not any of the land or anything, was like I think $200.
it's not even painted.
And that's, by the way,
Mhm.
that's
I
know people like that.
official.
And
People
that,
like that.
that's also
I
like at that like that's actually cheaper than what the official shit is.
Yeah,
And the official shit is more
400 or
expensive, and it comes to you in a thing that you have to like
punch it out.
punch it out. Then you have to glue the pieces together, and then you have to paint them. And
I don't like that shit.
Same.
I want it sent to me done.
Well,
I will pay more money for you to send me.
If Kaylee is watching, she's gonna make fun of me. So I bought a Gundam model from.
I am so proud of you on that.
Why?
Because I fucking love Gundam.
Yeah, bro, that was like my shit. Cowboy Bebop, Trigun, and Gundam.
He said Cowboy Bebop.
No, so I bought the Death Scythe from Gundam Wing Endless Waltz.
Nice.
That is all like it is full. And when I say like put together, it's not where you have to glue it, luckily, but everything is so small and snaps together. I had to end up using tweezers to get shit to fit, and it's like on the shoulder of the Gundam how the little red thing sticks out.
Yeah,
it's because the way you put that together with the shoulder is a little red piece goes all the way inside and holds it solid there, so it looks like a little itty, but in reality the piece is real long. And putting it all together, we were like 4 nights in, and I only got the upper torso and both legs made. I didn't even get the waist or the wings.
Jeez.
So they're on the floor in the game room right now.
So it's taking you 4 days to do that?
It took me 4 days to do that. Yeah.
Okay. So how long do you think it took them to build the actual one in Japan?
Did they build the? They did. That's right. Well, but they built a statue. It wasn't an actual working Death Scythe.
It wasn't Death Scythe.
Yeah, they made a
full Gundam that they hit a button and it transforms and makes
like they
that was the like OG Gundam.
Yeah,
I think.
But still, I was like, holy shit, how long did that take?
I mean, Hero, best anime character ever, right? Basically autistic and just flies a Gundam.
I couldn't say best.
Watch
spaceship.
The original Gundam Wing. Gundam was so political intrigue, but like, if I go back and watch now, I'm really bored.
Really?
There's not enough shooting. I never thought I'd say that, but watching Gundam, as a kid, I must have just like zoned out with all the political parts when they're talking about the nation of Eurasia or whatever is like flying around. Like,
see, that's the thing with different mech anime. They either do it really like you get a lot of development outside of the mechs, or you get a lot of development inside of the mechs, but there's nothing that really bridges
in between,
except Genlock.
Sorry, I have not finished Genlock. I like everything I've seen so far, but I can't say it's the only one that's done it.
What's another one that's had a perfect medium?
Oh my god, I can't think.
Neon Genesis Evangelion.
No,
I thought
even Evangelion. I've been like, there's parts where it's.
I was gonna say Evangelion was okay.
Iron Blooded Orphans.
I don't know.
Iron Blooded Orphans.
Yes, Mobile Suit Gundam. Iron Blooded.
Oh,
Orphans.
okay.
I've not seen it. I don't know. Honestly, perfectly the fighting, championship. What is it? G Gundam. Fucking hilarious.
All I know is I'm gonna get this exactly wrong, so get ready, internet.
All
but
one
it's
of you.
basically, yeah. From what I remember, it's basically a group of like runaway teens and kids and stuff like that basically are at a middle of nowhere, like think of like a Borderlands style like town
Planet.
Yeah,
Okay.
but they basically are not part of the government at all, and they are building, like, they find old, like, tore up Gundams and are rebuilding them and repurposing them
So
for
does it take
themselves.
place after a specific Gundam?
I don't know. The Gundam is something that has the most complex, like,
It does have a
Does
really weird
history-
timeline and stuff.
Do they have space travel?
I honestly don't remember.
It's been forever since I've seen any of that stuff. I decay.
Suit.
My BFF Geo.
Did anyone else like fucking Gundam Unicorn? Am I the only one?
Yes.
That's a real thing. Have you seen that?
No.
You haven't?
It's
It's
legitimately
literally, it's a Gundam,
Gundam Unicorn.
and in the series, like, the main Gundam actually fucking has a fucking unicorn horn. It's
Is
awesome.
it piloted by Princess Unicorn? My horn can pierce the sky. It's an Office reference.
Hold on, because
that was a little. That was a little creepy. I will also say one of my other favorite things that I picked up at Gen Con, obviously besides the Obsidian dice, because these things are amazing.
They are super cool, super like dark, pitch black. You can't see where you're rolled. It's just everything in your mind's a natural 20.
That's what it is. Say what you were gonna say, but I'm the one that gets to talk to him about the table.
Okay. I saw another dice set.
I'm super curious about the table now. What about it?
Listen, you play as a tree.
We'll get to that.
That's where I was going.
We'll get to this.
Cut down and becomes a table. It's a VR experience. You'll love it.
Do I just
We'll get to this. No, so
That's only if you have the full
Another great pickup that we got was Clask, which is this down here.
Actually really cool.
It's like skee ball meets
Is there a good
soccer,
I
but
know
with
what Flask is.
yeah.
Oh, have you actually seen this?
I
I literally never heard of this until like
one of the
the fucking
know
dude
exactly what
asked
it
if he
is.
could have my table.
I know where you might have sseen one of the guys I work with
Mhm.
at the class.
Oh, is he the guy that got
Table.
drunk and fell into the table?
No,
Oh, okay.
maybe I really don't know.
Everybody that was working the booth were all Danish.
No, he doesn't work it, but he knows everyone who does work it.
Gotcha.
He has a tattoo of it on his ankle.
Well, like
Nice.
so that's the other thing. I thought this was a really fairly recent thing.
It's been
No.
around for a long time.
This was their third Gen Con, and it's been around longer before that. And then on top of that, at Gen Con this year, they had the U.S. finals, and
Yep.
then the people that won the U.S. finals are going to Copenhagen next month to do the World Finals for Clask.
So, the guy who I'm not gonna say his name. The guy who works at my work, who absolutely loves Classic, like last year, he got the tattoo because he lost. That he made a bet, and he said, "I will get a tattoo of whatever you want." It was against one of the devs. I say devs, but one of the people who created it.
Yeah.
And so he played against him, and he lost, and so they went and got a tattoo, and he got the Classic logo, exactly what you're talking
Nice.
about. So I know plenty because he fucking loves that game.
It's actually a
Have
fucking
you heard
blast.
me talk about the guy who loves Ingress?
Yes.
Same guy.
Got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was very pleasantly surprised with Clask. Like I've enjoyed it every time me and Adrian have played it.
Him again. He just won for the second year in a row 4 free tickets to Gen Con 2020 after he won the 4 free tickets for Gen Con 19.
Nice. How do you win those?
They had some performance off or dance off or whatever. He did the time warp. He
There you
wore
go.
a kilt.
There you go.
Mhm.
But no, and then another thing that I found, I couldn't purchase it because it's not available yet. It's supposed to go on Kickstarter in about 6 months. Electronic dice. So
This motherfucking thing, dude.
these
Oh
things
my
are fucking
God.
awesome. So
I
it's
thought they were stupid as fuck when I saw the price, and then I watched it,
Is it
and I was
there's like a
oh,
button you
shit.
hit on your phone?
no, so it's dice. Okay,
Actual dice.
you roll
like-
them, and they have electronics on the inside. What they do is they sync to your phone via Bluetooth, and there's an app that you can use to control them, and the entire thing has lights, so you can have it set to, oh, I rolled a natural 20, so it'll do this light display.
It'll
That's
start going,
pretty
like-
cool.
It'll start like lighting up colors, and be
I'm
like-
talking to the point where it was like when he rolled a natural 1, like it would just flash red.
Yeah.
And then like when he rolled a natural 20, it would do like this huge colorful light display with the other dice around it and other stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Almost reminded
Dude.
me of when he rolled a natural 20 of like shooting a grunt right in the head and it just burst into confetti.
Dude, to the all the way to the point of he was like, and just to show you like how cool this stuff is, like you can go through and it keeps and he's just scrolling and
Keeps everything you rolled.
for like months ago he's going through and showing me his rolls from like months ago and stuff like that, which is pretty cool from the perspective of like if something happens it's like, oh wait, what did you roll in that? I rolled this.
I was gonna
stuff
say
like that. It's-
the month's not necessarily needed, but then again, that's probably bytes of data. So who
right
cares?
Well, and to the point where there's even stuff eventually he's wanting to make it so that way like you roll stuff and it'll like activate audio cues like in the app to like
So does it have directional like connectivity in the sense of so if I put 1 dice here, 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 and then the 1 dice here, and I roll 20, it starts the wave from all the dice here over.
I don't think
that one I'm not sure.
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
almost like a keyboard, if you will, but it just would be able to sense the distance of where it is.
I'm
I
not
don't
sure on
remember
that.
doing
That'd be
But
cool.
for a full
Hint, hint, hint.
7 die set and the charger,
Oof,
how much would you say?
probably 130.
That's almost
So the charger, it's also all wireless charging. So
Okay.
it's basically a dice tray about yay big, and you
Yeah.
put the dice in it, and
Yeah.
that's how they charge 150.
Oof.
that
Which
was my thing. Is I heard 150 before I saw him. I was like, "Fuck that!" and kept walking. And Nick was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "What?" And I turned around.
so
I mean, that is super cool, but
Here-
the technology needs to come away a little bit.
Here's my
Drop in
thing.
Price.
that's only $40 more than I spent on these.
Those are made of fucking obsidian. That was my point.
Right.
Well, obsidian is lava rock.
Yeah.
To me, that's
You know what's cool about that?
cooler.
Have you tested the real obsidian?
Oh.
Obsidian floats.
Oh,
Oh. No, I didn't. I haven't yet.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if you go put it in. It just sinks.
He's gonna walk.
I will
no.
also say so they are Obsidian, but I think because of this set. So
Oh, the dice thing's on the bottom.
yeah, there's a dice tray on the
I
bottom.
wanted to roll it and was like, well, I guess I'm not gonna play with these.
Oh
I didn't
yeah.
see that there was an actual thing.
So the raised thing.
There's the top. Man.
Yeah, but I was like, why'd that pop out?
So the raised stuff is other pieces of obsidian adhered to this, so I don't know if any of that would affect.
Puts it in water and it just dissolves. It's salt.
But no, yeah.
I have not rolled anything above a 3. No, table.
Let me see how heavy that is real quick.
So
I'm just not a huge fan of the black on black personally. But that's just me, man.
I think they look really good.
Just like you have that one set of dice you were constantly using that was like orange on orange. It was a colored die. You couldn't see the numbers. I'm trying to see what you got so I can do the math in my head on whether or not you got the fucking roll or not. And you're like,
They've still not hit double digits. There we go, 12.
8.
I will say I did also find online on Etsy. I know you don't watch Critical Role, but Matt Mercer.
I tried, but at work I can't concentrate on it and fucking work at the same time.
Yeah. Matt Mercer has a DM screen that he uses that is like a handmade wooden DM screen that was made for him, or basically a fan custom ordered this DM screen from a company on Etsy and he sent it to him.
Yeah.
Well, Critical Role is so popular now, they are selling that exact specification of DM screen without the Critical Role stuff. $70
Really?
for a handmade wooden DM screen. I was like, that's
Hopefully
that's
they
actually not as much as I was
reference
expecting.
the Etsy guy or something in some way, because that's kind of shitty if they don't.
What do you mean?
Thanks for making me this really cool thing. I'm gonna
No,
go
I'm gonna
fucking mass
sell it.
produce it.
Yeah,
and sell it.
exactly.
No. The Etsy guy is
Okay.
mass producing it. The
Okay.
Etsy
That's
shop.
not
I
how
misheard
you
that.
saw it.
No.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was like, that is pretty shitty.
right?
No.
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
No.
I was like, yeah, that is like
Critical Role got so
shitty.
popular that the guy who runs that Etsy store was like, "Hey, I made the one that's used on Critical Role. This is the exact one that Matt Mercer
Which
uses,
I like.
and stuff like that."
There were a bunch of other people who went to the Critical Role live that you guys went to too. I don't know if you know that.
I didn't
We
go to
actually
Critical
go
Role
'cause
live.
You can get tickets.
Oh,
Tickets are like $200 bucks.
yeah.
Fuck
Well,
off.
yeah, but fucking Drake got tickets and they were $80 a piece.
I was gonna say TJ went.
Yeah.
He's posting all about it on his Facebook.
I just imagine. Wow, they actually made this custom for us. Thanks, guys. This is beautiful. $500 bucks.
Yeah.
How can I make money off of this?
No, so yeah, the Etsy the guy who has that shop, instead of like you can still do the custom and it was like, okay, select whatever options, but then they have the
There's one
Matt
on Amazon
Mercer
I thought
custom.
about getting. I just need one that gives me a little more room. Go on about the table.
Sorry, I'm so excited
No, it's
about
okay.
this
Go
table.
on.
So, Nick's going to interrupt me, so I'm going to talk quick before Nick stops me and tells me I'm incorrect.
While you're talking to him, let me go grab the pamphlet
Okay.
so I can kind of give you a visualization.
Table. How much did you actually pay for yours? Do you mind disclosing that?
Overall, the 6x4 I think was $8.99.
God, that's
Um,
way less than I thought even.
it was $8.99.
That's so good. I'm trying to talk my
The
parents into
slats
buying one.
were $200. Which you think like 4 pieces of wood, fucking $200. The cup holders we got free because of a free promotion. It's like you put in the key code "Hold My Cup" and you get 4 for free.
Nice.
Otherwise, those are $50 for 2.
Okay. So,
And then that's not counting shipping, by the way. Shipping alone was about $300.
God.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're talking about 1,600?
No. So
So it's about 900, 200 for the slats. That puts you at 1,100.
and then about another 200 to 300. So,
14.
yeah, almost 14. I think it was
Almost
like
14.
less
Like
than
13. Okay. So, your table. Okay. Take all the wood on it.
Yeah.
Scrap it. Make it out of.
That's the whole table.
I'm getting there. Replace it with like a hard resin.
Yeah.
So like plastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, the rim of the table is wireless charging.
That's cool.
Inside has built-in LEDs.
Yeah.
It's RGB, so you can control like different colors and stuff.
Yeah.
You can go through and set it where
Can't find the pamphlet.
Corey.
It lights up in that
Well,
section.
but yeah, right here's red, here's purple, so you know where everyone's at. All that. There are 2 JBL Bluetooth speakers built into the bottom of it with really good sound on them.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's any features I missed before I reveal the price.
So the entire table's made of resin.
That's what he said.
I said the
It's-
resin. You've got the Bluetooth speakers, the lighting,
the
the
other
wireless charging.
The other thing with the lighting, it's all controlled by an app on the phone.
Yeah, I
So
told
you, so you actually like draw it exactly how you want it, and then you can
Told him
click
that.
buttons and it'll do patterns
What's it
and
called?
that kind of stuff.
Well, I don't remember the name. My question is, how much do you think?
With all the electronics and everything?
Yes.
I don't know, $400, $600?
Higher,
2,000?
higher,
What?
higher.
It's made of resin.
Keep going.
12 grand.
8.
Gee, it's made of resin.
We were 100%, at least me, I was on board. I was like, I am buying this motherfucker. And I was like, how much is it? And he was like, it's about 7,500 euro. And that's with, there's a.
That also does
20
not include shipping and handling.
Yeah. From overseas, it's from
Rathskellers.
Europe somewhere. Rathskellers is the name of the table. Yep. But so
Like WRATH?
No, RATHSKELLERS.
but he was like, that's a 10% discount for it being Gen Con.
Fuck.
So
off.
I was like, okay. So I looked it up and I was like, well, that, maybe that's just like, maybe that's not that bad. It's euros. So I was like, I don't know how much a euro actually converts to. It ended up being just about, so it was like $8,000 US dollars. I was like, fuck off, dude. This table over here is made of solid fucking wood, handcrafted, and is fucking like an eighth of your price. I'll put my own LEDs in.
So the counselor.
And the JBL speakers are probably like $100 each.
Which I could do the LEDs myself as well.
Yeah.
If I do the deep setting, there's literally a lip underneath I could put LED lights.
Yeah. So I was like,
It's actually
no.
not a terrible idea. The only thing I don't like about it, so the table I have sits just maybe a little higher than this, right
Yeah.
around this, right? The deep setting.
No, they
is
they
like-
they are wood.
Not the one we looked at.
European white oak.
The one we looked at was resin.
You can also do oak antique, rustic oak, or knotty oak.
Or plastic.
But you get it's got an aluminum rail system, so that way like any of the like the cup holder
what
accessory,
was the table?
the counselor.
Counselor. Because I see. Oh, there's the counselor.
And that is the starting price is the one thing. The one that we were looking at is
Yeah,
the
that's
one that was
like-
the
Not like souped up.
Yeah.
But my thing is, I was like 1,300. I can get the one Corey has.
yeah.
I will say, I was curious to hear this. I do not want to piss you off with this, but it's going to come up.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring it up, I should say.
Yeah.
Do you have the first gen or second gen?
I have the most recent Elite table.
Are you sure it's
No.
the most recent? Because last month they released a new model.
Then no, not anymore.
So yeah.
It's the exact same table. Only difference that is fucking badass, which yours can do this, just not as easy.
Yeah.
So it comes with a little tool, and there's some notches on the side. You stick it in, push down, and it raises the table to be an incline.
No. He
I'm never right.
What's color the sky?
it raises
Wrong.
it raises the table to be an incline because he raised it in the center. The whole point is you can raise him so that way you can adjust the depth so you can bring it up level so that way the
Which is
table
what
is
he was
flush
just talking about. He has,
and then bring it
but it's
right.
all done.
but
with
it's all done with
Mechanic.
click
keys.
done.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
most
Just
to,
put
like,
the
key
key
in,
in, then unscrewing 4 screws and then lifting it up.
That was the
Right.
thing, is everybody was complaining about that, saying that's way too
4,
complicated.
6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 screws.
They
Right.
were like, it's just way too much to do. No one ever fucks with it. So that was the one comment.
Everybody
So
just sets it
everybody
at
was
the deepest possible and leaves it there.
I literally
That's-
made a comment. And he was like,
Oh. I don't know what yours is set at. but-
Mine set at the shallow setting. So I looked and
Yours is set at the shallowest?
Well, he said
Okay.
if you put the deep setting, it raises it from here, from about
yeah,
here to
it
about
goes
here.
up to like my titties. Like because we
wait.
put it up like
No.
different.
So how this does is not like.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
raising
It
the
doesn't raise the table itself. It only
it-
raises the inside.
So the inside goes
I forgot.
That's
deeper
The-
or
yeah, this part
flush or
stays,
flush
this
with the
part
very top.
Goes.
That's
So
pretty cool.
so like if the so like yours is about that deep, right?
A little more.
Okay, so like that deep.
Yeah.
You
Hey,
basically
size
bring
matters.
this up to here to be flush with it instead of having to put. I mean, you still have the slats to put in for that kind of stuff. But if you want it to be as if you had the slats in, you could just turn a key, and it brings the bottom up to that. So it's still the table stays the same height, but it the inside is what adjusts up and down.
That's pretty
So,
cool.
yeah.
I could do that, but it's not the inside that's adjusting; it's the outer.
The outer
rail.
right. Got it. Which that's probably why it takes so much to change that.
I was talking to the guy though, and I was like, "Yeah, I got a buddy that just got one of these tables. Like, they're really badass, and like, you know, he really likes it because he's talking to a crowd." And I was like, "Yeah, you know, they really like." It. And he goes, "Oh, he doesn't have this one." And I said, "Yeah," and he goes,
I
"No,
was like,
this one,
he's
this
got
one
this.
just came out." And I was like, "Yeah, he's only had it for like a month." And he was like, "No, like, this just came out." And I was like, "Well, he's gonna be pissed." I was just like, "What the
So
fuck?"
part of the reason I was super happy with getting it is because it's made of wood, with the slats on it, which you guys saw with the slats and everything.
Oh yeah.
It looks just like a nice table.
Correct.
It looks like
Which-
it doesn't look like a cheap table. Like
Exactly.
it looks like a $1,300 dining room table
Which that's
that
the thing.
just so happens to also
Kaylee
have extra
Kaylee
features.
wasn't
that
a
are cool.
fan of it at first, and then as it sat there longer with the slats, she's like, "All right, it's growing on me." Which we still haven't put the slats back on since we last gamed, because I was supposed to do it today so we could eat lasagna at the table, and I had a long day and I just completely forgot.
Is it that much to put them in?
Huh?
Is it that much to put them in?
Well,
that
we
you're
have
just-
to move the table to get the one that, like the side I sit
Oh
on.
yeah, that's
It's
right.
too
I
close to
forgot.
the
I
wall.
forgot about that.
Otherwise, that's it. No, the others I could literally slide out and put it on top whenever I want, but I don't want the cats running on it, hit a slat, and go.
My thing is the dining room table that my parents bought was. How much do you think that table was? It was about $800-900.
So my god.
I mean, granted, it came with 6 chairs, like
I'm-
nice wooden chairs.
As many
but,
people
like,
we've got in our group now, I'm so glad I bought the bigger
Right.
table. At first, I was like, "Oh fuck, this is way too big." Now it's just like
That's another
we don't
thing.
have
So
enough
wait,
room.
You guys bought the bigger one?
Yes,
I
the
thought you
biggest
guys
one.
bought the smaller one.
No, we bought.
No,
the
they
biggest
bought the bigger one.
I'm seriously trying to talk Tina to let me get one of these.
Well, they have a variety of different ones too. They have like a coffee table size. You can buy like a smaller leg variant, so you can actually create a coffee table size
Okay.
that's almost identical.
So that's another thing with the Rathskeller one is they had a coffee table one that looked really fucking awesome. I was like, Adrian, we can get this for a coffee table.
I also like. I don't know if yours does this or not because I haven't, like, sat and stared at it. But the one that they show on like the website, the legs have like magnets in them right here where you can pop on like new like
Yeah.
looks and stuff. That's fucking cool,
yeah,
dude.
what do you
These
think Nick
tables are
knocks off
badass.
all the time?
Is that what you keep
That's
fucking
what
doing?
he keeps knocking off. Yes. And you've seen all the
God, the cup
that's-
holders went up in price too.
hold on, what? That's a coffee table.
For Rathskeller, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. This one, the
How much is that?
this one base
80
price
for 2.
Ooh, they did go up. We need to get more enforced since we have so many people. The problem is though they're kind of wide themselves. You know what they just came out with though? Additionally, so you know the cup holders have little dice rollers like mats on them.
Yeah.
They came out with additional things that you can replace the mat, and it's a wireless charging mat.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, so that one
So what is the
without shipping and
dimensions of
handling
yours?
starts at
6 by 4.
1740.
4x6.
Whatever. It's the
Well,
same
I'm sorry.
thing.
I'm not. I know that. I'm
4 by
reading
6?
off the paper,
Yes.
so it just confused me for a second. No, this one is $7.99.
Might have dropped down $100.
Like that's just a fucking like.
And
I will also say
didn't just get it.
I think they said this week there's a special
No.
on.
Don't add that shit to cart.
I was gonna say.
Oh, by the way, I didn't text you back about the stuff because the DM screen when I went and
Yeah.
talked to them, they were like, "Oh yeah, everything that's here at the show, like you can buy it here." And I was like, "Oh, so they'll probably sell it at a discount because
Hopefully.
no, it's the exact same price as buying it brand new off the website." I was like, yeah, no.
So 3.5 by 5.5 is that? Or 3.5 by 5 is that the smaller? I mean, obviously it's smaller. But
They
my
have a
question
2
is
by
like,
4.
is that?
They have a 2. Oh, they added a 3.5. I don't know. No, that's Game Changer. That's not the Elite Series.
Okay.
So I don't even know how you found the Game Changer because I go to their website and Game Changer is not even a fucking option.
I was gonna say that's just on the website.
So Game Changer is like the super simplified one. Not a bad table actually. It looks like this table,
Oh,
but without the center slats.
Elite Series 1,000.
Yes.
So I was looking at the wrong one the first time.
So,
So it's $8.99 for the 3.5 by 5 Elite Series.
so they actually went up in price.
Yeah, the Game Changer 3.5 by 5 is $6.99. 4
Well-
by 6. So the 4 by 6.
But if
Yeah,
you use
not
code
Elite Series
GenCon10, you get a 10% discount.
I don't think it's still going on.
I know that
I thought they said it was going on for the full
big
week
thing. All I
after.
want right now, guys, is a new mat. Like not even.
I will say the Westeros mat was on one of their demo tables. It didn't look as good as it does online.
Really,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay, I
That
have
hurts
to
my
say,
feelings. Maybe not. Maybe I don't want.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it looked cool, but I just
It looked very printed.
it definitely, you can tell it's printed.
That's what I
Yeah.
didn't want. So that's good to know.
I understand this is obviously exactly what I'm about to say. Like, that's what it is. But it's funny looking at the pictures on here where it's the 4 by 6 Elite Series. It's this big, massive table with all these chairs around it, like you guys have
Yeah.
set up. And there's the 3.5 by 5 Elite Series where there's about 6 chairs set up, big, massive gaming table, all these cool features. And then they've got the 2 by 4. It's one guy sitting on a couch across from like a coffee table and a woman sitting on the floor, and he's like, and it's like fucking $700. I'm just like, this little coffee table, like, it's cool, but like,
That's what it's meant to. The 2
I
by
get
4
it,
is meant to
I-
be like a
correct.
table.
but I was just like, if you're gonna fucking do something, like,
No,
dude, maybe I get a
I'm
coffee
all
table for a
agree.
living room. Tina's gonna have to deal with a coffee table.
Yeah, that's what you
The
get.
big
That way the
thing I
cats
will
can tear it
say that I am not excited
No, because
for.
we'll leave it covered in plastic all the time.
The one thing I am not in the slightest excited for is if we move at any point soon,
You moving that table?
that table is heavy as fuck.
Good news.
Heavy, and you can't hold it by the rail.
Nope.
Good news.
Yeah.
You just bought a house, so just don't move.
Man, I just thought about if we move the table, we're just going to have to build a house around it.
There you go.
Listen, guys, we need to build a new house. Awesome. Where do you want to build it? No, we're gonna have to tear this house down
Yeah.
and rebuild around this table.
We got anybody watching? It still says we have one concurrent viewer,
Is it
but
you?
It could be you.
So do you have it
I don't
open in the
think it
background?
counts like that.
No, I'm just saying. Do you have
It's
it
not open in the background. It says we have one concurrent viewer, but
Is it Tyler?
when I'm clicking here and
Well,
looking
he
at
checks on the
participants,
thing.
it
Do we
still
even
just
have
says me.
audio? Has anyone checked?
Yeah, we have audio.
You've checked.
Are you sure? Just because the board says we have audio doesn't mean we have audio.
But
we don't have people here telling us.
but like our average watch time right now is 20 minutes. But like a little bit ago it was 17, and a little bit before that was 13.
It doesn't even show me that we're streaming.
Probably Neighborhood Nerds, episode 15.
I just thought about that. My phone never went off and said, "Hey, you guys are live." Yeah, it did 52 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's public.
I hate to say it, but I think I'm all talked out.
I will also I did also pick up
Okay, we got audio.
I did also pick up the first adventure path for Pathfinder 2e. So I got that first one. There's also a one shot. That as well as the mats for it sold out day one.
This actually is big news. I forgot we got to talk about.
Note 10.
Nope.
Oh, what?
So, a quote unquote reliable source. I know this has been talked about for about 8 years now, but supposedly,
Half-Life 3 confirmed.
yes, coming to next gen systems.
Wait, are
No,
you
it's
serious?
not. No.
I was like, you sold that pretty well.
Launch title for Xbox Scarlet and PS5,
Yeah.
Bully 2.
Oh no,
Really?
I didn't hear that one. I'm
excited
actually
for
kinda-
that.
I'm kind of happy for that. I thought you were talking about the fact of apparently Sony just released a video not too long ago talking about all of the big
So-
upcoming stuff.
That's not. I'll explain what's wrong with that in a second.
all,
you get to correct him.
all of the
Yes.
big stuff that's coming out that's PlayStation 4 exclusive. Nothing listed was the
Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. Yeah.
Reason for it is because they said they are working on a PC port,
Oh,
so it's
go.
not
Guys.
coming to. It is
Speaking
not
of
coming to
PC
Xbox,
ports,
but
my
I need to talk to you guys about PC games also. Don't
My-
let me forget.
okay, my supervisor has been playing Red Dead Redemption. He already beat it once. He's going through and he's playing it again. Do you know how detailed that game is?
Apparently,
Insane.
very. I never played it.
Are you about to talk about the horse testicles?
No, there's horse testicles.
So like when you're riding the horse, like
Oh, I heard
like
about this.
if you're in a
Gavin talked
cold
about it.
environment, your horse testicles are like cold and shriveled up, and then if you're in a warm environment, they actually hang.
I'll go one better. So popular YouTuber, his name starts with a W. Watrobi, something like that. I don't remember.
Watnobi.
Sure.
Huh?
I have no idea.
Did you know that there's decomposition in that game?
Yes.
Did you know that carrion birds will come down and eat the decomped bodies, and it'll show it?
Mm-hmm.
That fucking blew my mind.
So it's basically Dishonored.
Does that happen in Dishonored?
Yeah.
Really?
It's rats instead of.
No,
Bird.
but like, so he killed a guy. This YouTuber killed a guy and forwarded. He just sat there and stared at him in the desert.
Okay.
Right, just stared as you literally watch as the guy's face gets sunken.
Okay, that doesn't happen.
The bullet hole, where like it entered and exited,
It
just
it like rots
gets-
out.
it starts rotting, and then just turns like super dark, like black, like bruising, really bad bruising, and like his eyes get real sunken until
Uh-huh.
like it's real skinny. You take him and throw him in the desert. He ran away because he forwarded this 600 times. If you imagine how long it takes. And he took binoculars and watched as birds came down and pecked and ate at several dead bodies he had set up, and then went open, and their chest cavities were open as the birds had eaten them,
Eating everything that was
with
inside.
tracks around the bodies.
Yep.
The amount of detail
It's
that Rockstar
it's
put in
nuts.
is stupid.
That's why it takes 6 years for a Rockstar game to come out. But when it does come out,
It's
motherfucker,
fucking
it's
crazy.
great.
So I want to buy it really bad. that's the moral of the story. I want to buy it for the PS4. PS4.
Yeah, the PS4 is pretty
so
cool.
bad, but
Why
I-
PS4?
well, because
That's what he has.
that's what I have. It's currently connected, and that's what my supervisor plays it
It's not
on.
on PC.
Oh.
Right, but I mean, like, why not Xbox?
He doesn't
One?
have an
Do
Xbox.
I do.
He has an Xbox One.
You motherfucker! You have an Xbox One. I sold it to you.
I was gonna say he's had an Xbox One for a long time.
Actually, I don't
You
think I physically
literally-
sold it.
no,
but I
you
helped pick it
did.
out. No,
You-
I don't think I actually rang you up because I could actually get in trouble for that.
Heads
But
up,
I helped you pick it out.
you're wanting to get it because it's marked down to $38 at Best Buy this week.
I know, but it's
He
gonna
sounded so sad.
it's gonna come out on PC.
Eventually, well, actually, let me put it to you this way:
Probably next
Hold
year.
on.
they still have not even yet come out and said it's coming to PC.
Just the middle
okay,
of,
same thing with Grand Theft Auto 5.
but just the middle of
But everybody said that exact same thing about the first Red Dead Redemption, which still has not come to PC.
so here's the thing that the first Red Dead Redemption was prior to GTA 5, which was popular enough to get a port, right?
But between Red Dead Redemption was between 4 and 5, which 4 got a PC port way later. Red Dead Redemption didn't get any PC port. 5 got a PC port.
Yeah, I feel like the reason it didn't get a PC port because by that point they were already working on 2. Making a port for an old game's not that it's not worth it, but
I'm
the
just-
point I'm getting at here is just in the middle of just most recent July, literally just last month.
Yeah.
They did an update to Red Dead Redemption 2. They added DX12 customization. People who went in and actually looked at the files, they just added DX12 rendering options for graphics cards.
Red Dead Redemption 2
including
PC
sliders.
references and coding spotted inside Rockstar's Social Club social source code.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it looks like why would they go through all the trouble of making everything if they're not going to release it? Is what I'm getting at.
Well, and the other thing is, okay,
If they're
so
making money, they're going to make
so
more 'cause people
GTA
are gonna buy
5 came out, and then it was 2
like
years
2
later
or
was the
3.
PC
It
port.
wasn't 3.
I think it almost was 3 because it was literally it was when they did Xbox One and PS4.
See, I was going to say that's kind of a hard argument though because GTA 5 went from the 360 to Xbox One, or I'm sorry, last gen to current gen.
Right.
That's a unique circumstance in the sense of why it would be such a gap because they were also developing.
Right, but the
newer
PC
consoles
version still came later than the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 version.
So hold on.
by only a few months.
PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 came out September 17th,
That's what I was
2013. PS4, Xbox One on November 18th, 2014. PC, April 14th, 2015. So it came out 6 months after Xbox One and PS4 on PC. So it was a grand total of... It was only a year and a half?
That's what I thought. I didn't think it was
it's
that
only a
long.
year and a half.
Oh.
I thought for sure it was like 3 years.
I didn't think it was 3, but
Here's
I
the
definitely
thing.
thought it was 2.
But look, you know, to subside
Well, I mean,
this
it is
argument,
technically 2 different years, 2013 to 2015. But you're talking end of 2013, beginning of 2015.
so let's subside this argument. Would you buy it on PC? Because if you would, I'll buy it.
I mean, I've already got it on Xbox One with all the
I
DLC
know.
packs and all that
Have
stuff.
you
So
beat it?
I have not beaten it.
Nick hasn't beaten a single game in like 6 years.
He beat Bioshock.
False.
Okay, did he?
Yes.
I mean, it took him 15 years. Does that count anymore?
I was like,
We
I
have
thought we talked
deregistered-
about it.
We have deregistered.
Actually, we still haven't even technically talked about it, except to say, okay, let's talk about it. What do we want? Or no, it's Portal. Portal 2 we haven't
we talked
talked about at all in any way, shape, or form yet.
So
I
there are
found
things I
one.
got to talk about because I literally have 1 hour and 2 minutes to talk about them. So if you are planning on buying DuckTales the game,
Nope.
it,
Oh yeah, I forgot it's
it
$3
is
right now.
literally $374 on all platforms that include Steam,
Nah.
and it is literally being taken offline at midnight, and it is never coming back.
I'll live.
So it's DuckTales.
Yes,
But other thing is,
more games I'll never
speaking
play.
of deregistered games, Alan Wake is free right now on the Epic Store for 1
Mhm.
week, along with For Honor on the
Yeah.
Epic Store, both free.
I'm pretty sure I added.
But
both
For
of
Honor's
them.
already free.
I
That's
think
not-
it's like the
It's the first year edition.
yeah,
Right, but I mean,
it's the
For Honor's not
$30
free.
edition.
Warner's not free.
no, what I'm saying, so that version went free on Ubisoft Store for like a 3-month period last year.
I didn't know
And
that.
so now Epic is like, oh, we're going to give you this game everybody should already have.
Well, I mean, they're only supposed to give you 1 free game a week, and they've been
They're
giving out
it
2, so I'll let them slide. Especially considering the fact that one of those games is Alan Wake plus all DLC.
One free game a week. It's
Epic Store gives out 1 free game a week.
Well, it's like every
it's
10 days.
It's been 2 free games a month.
Okay, now it's 2 free games a week.
It's not been a month. It's been more often than that.
Yeah, it's every week.
If I don't know about every week, I think it's 10
I
days to 2
literally
weeks,
check
so-
it every Tuesday.
Oh, never mind.
I was gonna say, like,
That's what I do with Destiny. Guess what I got?
turned that game on. For
I got
the
my
first time.
I got my command man.
Oh, nice. You
Oh,
finally,
yeah,
you finally
that's
got
what
it.
we're
Doing the blind
GTA
wall.
5.
Yeah.
GTA 5 did the funniest fucking thing in the fucking world this week.
Got
Last
itself
week.
banned
No,
from
Kind
50
of.
different countries.
kind of. That's
Or
exactly what
50
I'm talking about.
55
So-
different countries.
They launched the casino expansion
Yeah.
for GTA 5 Online.
Yeah, which looks super cool.
It launched everywhere in the world. Everywhere. Including countries where gambling is illegal.
Oops.
So, to counteract it, in those countries, you can go into the casino. You can't buy chips, meaning that you can't gamble. So it's there. You can look at it.
You can't access the
You
DLC.
just
though.
can't access it.
Apparently, everyone is killing the attendant at the front.
I have no
Doesn't
idea.
surprise
I haven't
me.
played that game.
But it's really funny because so
Is that a free expansion? Or is
Yeah,
it paid?
it's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
free.
I have
all,
no
all
idea. I
GTA
have not
Online
played
expansions
GTA,
are free.
Which
You-
is genius.
the only thing you have to pay for is
Is
like
the millions of credit card things that you have to buy, like
well,
the
so
Megalodon
but that's
and
another
all
thing
that?
that's hilarious is it's legitimate gambling to an extent. So like you can buy
Yeah, this is why it was so. like,
buy the game cards for in-game currency, and that's your in-game currency is what you use to gamble. So like
Yeah.
you can spend money, gamble it, lose it all, spend money, gamble it, lose it all, spend money,
Yeah.
gamble it. Yeah.
Slippery slope.
The only stipulation is technically I think it maxes out at 8 million a day. You can only buy 8 million in chips a day, which that's $100. So you can technically lose up to $100 a day.
I mean,
Um,
people have lost a lot more, so that's not terrible.
But I
it's
do-
a virtual game. There's nothing to gain.
Well, you gain in-game stuff.
Right.
That's the
My
only.
point is
That's the
this
argument
is a
of loot
slippery-
boxes.
I get that, and I disagree with loot boxes.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I agree
But,
with what Bernie Burns said this week, and his thing with loot boxes is I
am
would
so far behind on the podcast. I say so far behind 2 episodes.
You need to watch because this very well could be his last episode. I should need to rephrase for a while. Ashley is due any day, and when Ashley,
I thought like Bernie's
No,
like
that's how I
I'm
was
burned
trying
out.
to
I'm going on sabbatical. Like
Bernie's just
like Jeff shit.
well,
I
no,
have
she,
heartburn.
but he's taking 3 months paternity leave,
Yes,
so he will
yes,
not be
yes,
in
yes.
anything Rooster Teeth related
Yes.
for 3 months.
Yes.
Which
I don't
sucks
believe
because
that.
the main reason I watch like the podcast and stuff is for Bernie.
I don't believe it.
I love
See,
everyone.
I think he's gonna pull a Jeff. Jeff went on a 6-month sabbatical and was in a brand new Achievement Hunter live stream 4 days later. Not that I'm saying he's gonna
Could
be
be.
in 4 days later.
No.
I don't think he's gonna last
Yeah, I was gonna
3
say,
months
all
without
I
being
know-
in
The
anything.
big thing with Jeff Sabbatical is he just handed off a lot of the management aspect to somebody else.
All
Yeah.
I know is they were like, "You seriously can't come out for 1 hour on Mondays just to do the podcast." And he said, "Fuck you guys, I'm not doing that," and laughed.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Well, we should just come to your house and record it." And he was like, "Fuck you, I'm literally gonna be sleeping."
That'll
I'm
be
not dealing with this kid."
hilarious. He's probably burnt out. Like he's always a worker, but I think he seems like the type of guy that would get bored after not working for a week.
Yeah,
I
I
can
don't
see
know
that.
though, man. He's gonna have a
Um,
fucking baby. Plus, he's sending a kid to college right now.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That was the funny thing. Is
Ah,
he was talking about that.
He's not
Yeah.
going to. He's not he's looking at colleges.
So right now, Bernie made the comment of has one kid he's trying to get into college.
Yes,
I know, but hold on.
Yeah.
And one kid that's a baby.
correct.
So he said he's literally dealing with the whole circle of life thing in one
Yes. I thought you meant like in August he's starting college. I was like, no, he's
Is there-
starting to look at
Not that
colleges.
it really matters, but is there a large age difference between him and Ashley?
Go. 31 years.
No.
Come on.
I think it's like 15. Like
So not really.
10 to 15.
Ashley Jenkins.
Anyway, back to the whole Grand Theft Auto thing.
Ashley is 37.
Bernie's in his 40s.
40.
Bernie is 41.
41.
Oh shit! No, they're like
He's
right
40,
around
yeah,
the same
He's
age.
46.
Oh,
I've
46.
gotten really good at lying to people.
Anyway, no,
I mean,
but
still, that's 9 years. That's not
yeah,
bad.
that's not bad. Anyway, back to the GTA thing though. So GTA's DLC is always free. The only stuff you have to pay for is if you're wanting access to certain stuff,
Like the
like-
super badass airplanes, the jet,
or like with the casino, you can actually buy a penthouse apartment at the top of the casino, or if you have Twitch Prime, you get it for free.
I
Gotcha.
wondered what that was for.
Real
Twitch
quick,
thing.
does anyone know what Bernie's real name is?
I did.
His full name.
Hold on.
Bernie
something-
Burns.
Something Bernard Burns.
Nope.
Bernie's
Nope.
not his middle name. I thought it was.
Nope.
It's nowhere
It's-
in his name.
It's no. He's called Bernie because of his last name Burns. It's Michael. Fuck, what is his middle name? It's like Michael Joseph or something like
You
that.
are
isn't it?
so motherfucking close.
What?
What is it?
I want you to try to get it. You're close.
It's like Michael.
Who created Rick and Morty?
Oh, Michael Justin. That's it. I was like, I knew it was a Michael, and then like a
Justin Burns.
yeah.
I really do love this man.
But it's one of those. Although it's kind of funny because he went by Bernie, like that's kind of one of his
You know what's
nicknames,
funny
like growing up
He
and stuff like that.
probably had to sign an affidavit saying that he's also legally known as Bernie Burns.
But- oh yeah.
I think he legally changed his name. To be
No, he
honest.
didn't legally change his name. It's still Mike, but it's like a
The only reason I was
stage
wondering
name.
if he changed his name was because he went through and is Bernie Burns in the SAG, and most people that go through and use a name in SAG change their name legally to do it that way. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that isn't what it. I'm saying that's what a lot of people have done.
Yeah. But
Let's talk about how wonderful Fairy Tale is, by the way, this week. Oh wait, fuck all of you! You don't watch it.
Okay. So what PC games were you talking? Just the games that were on sale. So that.
Oh wait, yeah, we covered it all.
Yeah.
I was wanting to tell you about those. The free ones. I want to make sure I covered everything. Free ones.
Did you ever play Crusader Kings? We've talked
No,
about it
we
before.
talked-
but-
they have a fucking board game now. I was watching a
Not out
demo of it. It actually looked really cool. Paradox actually has a whole board game division now.
But you know Crusader Kings is on sale, right?
Yes.
Oh,
It's
on the
it's
Humble Bundle.
15
Yeah.
bucks.
For like every
Yeah.
expansion.
So, like,
yeah,
$300
I
yeah,
bought it.
it's nuts.
I bought
I haven't bought it yet, but
I
I'm
say
more
I
I
than
don't
want to
know
be
if
a
I'd play it.
I want to be a devil worshiper who then assassinates his brother, and then gets all of his land, and then gets a new spy master, and fucking cheats on his wife for a fucking concubine that ends up spreading the plague. I mean, just the
my only
political
my
intrigue.
my only thing about that game is though, that sounds awesome. I go to play it and I'm like, I literally am looking at a risk board.
Yeah,
Like it's literally
the whole
like
download
the-
was 1.4 gigs.
the whole everything that is awesome about that game is all in text. The user interface looks like shit to me.
Speaking of
So, like-
text-based games that sound really cool, and then you find out it's basically just text. Did you see Eve is coming to mobile?
Is it really
Oh,
just
that,
text?
that doesn't really it's
It's not text; it's spreadsheets.
There's a new Eve coming out. I keep getting.
That's what I'm
fucking-
saying. It's coming to mobile. It's a mobile game.
But not. It's not Eve.
What are you talking about?
It's called Second Galaxy or something.
Yeah, it's Eve Second Galaxy. It's basically Eve, but you just
Oh, it's
access it
owned
from
by
your phone.
Eve.
Yeah. Like it's Eve. Like it's tied in. Do you remember what was that game? Not Stardust.
Starlight, Starbright.
No.
Starbound, Stellaris.
Hold on, stop. No, it was just Dust. It was called Dust. 514.
Yeah.
514.
Eve's first person shooter.
Yeah. Do you know how brilliant the concept of that game was?
Amazing. Yeah.
I never fucking. Or actually, I played it for like 5 minutes and got bored.
Yeah, I was gonna say it
But-
was okay. It wasn't.
The
Great concept,
was
though.
brilliant because it
Awesome on
was literally,
paper.
oh hey, we're down here having a battle. We're fighting. Here's all of this shit going on. But I can go through and call in airstrikes from people that are actually playing on PC that are flying over the planet right now and can ask for supply drops, and like
Mhm.
that's fucking brilliant.
Okay, my phone's listening to me.
Ha.
there
That's kind of funny.
was one other thing I wanted to talk about though, and I fucking forgot what it was.
I want to look at this Gundam game real quick. Don't mind me. Looks like bullshit to me. It's not actually Gundam.
What was I in the process? Oh no, there's also a Stellaris miniatures game. They had the first starter kit worth of miniatures at Gen Con. Dude,
What is it?
Stellaris.
Oh, I heard about this. Second Galaxy.
It literally looks like a game where we would have to like move the table to the wall and play on the floor because your table is still not big enough.
That's so cool.
And it's Stellaris, but as
I
miniatures.
really want to play that
It
game.
looks
Tell me
fucking
to hurry up
nuts.
and come home. This is not Eve. It's not Eve. Looks like Eve.
Hold on, I'm
Probably
looking.
plays like Eve.
The game that I saw literally said Eve is coming to mobile. That was the name
You
of the
sure that
article, which
wasn't
maybe
their-
it was just saying like that's the
Their
comparison.
advertisement. Because if you look, their fucking artwork. Does that look familiar to
Oh
you?
yeah.
No,
Does it?
no.
Ever seen the movie Interstellar?
That's it. I was like that movie with the guy where he goes away and then tries to
Do you
come
want to know why I
back.
haven't seen Interstellar?
What?
Nick, tell him why I haven't seen
Oh yeah,
Interstellar.
Matthew McConaughey.
Good job. I'm proud of you. You're learning.
To be fair,
I thought it was also because of
It's a-
what's his face went and saw it, and with earplugs,
Eve
his ears
Echoes
almost
has
started
been
bleeding.
announced for iOS and Android.
So Eve Echoes is not the same as that one
not a
that he's talking
second
about.
galaxy.
Eve Echoes Alpha goes live on Monday. Will run for 4 weeks. It is a tech pushing mobile MMORPG based on Hallmark Eve Online design principles. Echoes players will be able to forge their own path to glory within a massive sandbox environment and form alliances with other players from across the galaxy to shape the game's persistent universe. Did y'all hear? This is an old fucking news topic thing, but I just heard about it again recently. I heard about it when it first happened, but I've never played Eve.
Yep.
But
Spreadsheets online. Go on.
basically, I'm just laughing at that. I literally lost all train of thought. What was I talking about? You can make companies.
Yeah.
So there's companies.
That's clans in the game.
Oh,
Yes.
yes. So is it called clans?
No, they're called
Or-
companies.
okay.
Corporations. Actually.
Corporations.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. So the fact of there's this one corporation, it's the biggest corporation the game has ever seen, with
Yeah.
all these people and all these things and all this stuff.
What is it?
And a guy from a rival corporation infiltrated this corporation by going to them and saying, "Hey, I want to join your corporation." Started out as a grunt, worked his way all the way up to like treasurer of the corporation, took all of the fucking like vaults and loot and everything that they have.
Yeah.
Dumped it all and gave it to the other corporation.
He wasn't from
like,
a rival corporation. He started off as a grunt. So
I thought he had another character or another thing that he played as another corporation.
he ended up talking to other people or other corporations, and then they ended up buying him over. So, fun fact: the night that happened, I was playing a game. I don't remember what game. No idea.
It was all just Eve in the chat.
No. One guy was though. He was talking about like, yeah, I'm a high level member of this thing on Eve. And this dude just fucked us hard, and he's nothing but a fucker. Like you said, he was high up. So the guy I was playing with was one of the co-leaders of that corporation that got fucked, and the rage coming off of this dude, just it might have been even like Mech Warrior, like where I was playing this, and the dude is literally doing nothing but complaining about some fuckwad who literally took all of their shit, gave it to another corporation, gave everyone the bird, as well as he got rid of all their ships too, which is millions of actual dollars, right, and actual time, because you can spend in-game currency to give yourself in-game time. So time becomes money. Like, that game is so stupid deep, but I know exactly what you're talking about. I can't. The corporation names are so stupid too.
Yeah,
like Bubble G or something. I don't remember.
Speaking of all that, do you guys remember the video? This is absolutely awful. I should not laugh at this because this guy that did this is a fucking dick, but it's funny. There was a kid who was playing Destiny, had a bunch of high-level characters, and was talking to this guy online, and he's literally like, it's all recorded.
Oh.
And the guy he's playing, and he meets up with this guy online who sends him a private message or group chat invitation. So he joins in, and the guy's like, and then they're playing on PlayStation. So he says, do you know all the secret like hacks to get exotics? And the kid was like, no, I don't know about that. The kid's like 9.
Yeah.
He's like,
so
no,
gullible.
I don't know anything about that. What do you mean? He's like, well, if you go into player share, I can take over your console, and I can go in and I can show you, I can get those things for you.
So mean.
By the time the kid realized what was happening, 3 of his 4 characters had already been erased. And he just runs for the thing and pulls the plug and is crying his eyes out, screaming.
That is so mean.
It was so mean, but it's funny.
What a fucker.
Oh, the guy's a piece of shit.
God.
But at the same time, I was like, oh my god.
But if it happened to you, you would have murdered somebody.
It's like Jackass. If you punch me in the dick, I'm going to be fucking pissed. But you punch Ryan Dunn in the dick, I'm going to laugh all day.
Right, but Ryan Dunn's wanting to get punched in the dick.
I don't think he's wanting to get punched.
Well,
I
no,
think he
no.
just
They
wants
would
the-
actually
I
want to
think he
get
just
punched
wants
in
the
the dick.
paycheck that he gets from being punched in the dick.
Right.
I'm not justifying this guy. I'm not saying give him a fucking medal. I'm just
It was
saying
right.
make me
funny.
laugh.
No. But
I'd
what
have
I'm
been
saying is
pissed.
it's
I also would never go through and give my
Right.
console control over to anyone else.
right. But what I'm saying is like this 9-year-old kid isn't getting a paycheck and compensation.
know.
For
This
the
kid's
pain
life
that
is
he's getting
literally
punched in
ruined.
the dick. He's just getting steamrolled on the dick over and over for no apparent reason.
All I can think of is the end of Who
like
Framed
just like
Roger
great. Just
Rabbit.
like,
I just think of Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where he literally rolls over the dude. What is this game? I need to know about this game. Man of Medan?
No clue.
Have you guys seriously not heard of this game? I'm not kidding. This is a real thing.
all I'm hearing is man
It's a
of
cooperative survival
Medan?
horror game made from the creators of Until Dawn. Every single time you sign on to the game, it's a different game. It's an anthology.
Oh, that's neat.
So it's a co-op 4-player anthology horror game, where apparently every single time you play it, it's different.
So it's like a legacy board game.
I guess. You roleplay separate characters and make your own choices through Supermassive's next horror game coming to Xbox One and PS4.
We still got to do the Mist.
The
I haven't
Medan
watched
man,
that.
man of Medan.
Yeah, did you find it? I was gonna say I've got it pulled up here if you want.
Man,
I have 2 things I want to talk about too.
what?
One of them is, so I know nobody here actually likes Fortnite.
I don't mind Fortnite. I'm so fucking tired of hearing about it.
Well, so the one thing
It
I
got
will
old.
give Epic is the way they transition seasons is so good.
Is it?
Did you see what they did this season?
No, I heard something about there was a giant mech or a robot or
There
something.
is, yeah.
I
So,
heard that, but I didn't hear much else.
basically, a giant monster comes out of the water, and then a giant mech rises from one of the main landing city spots, and they go and they hold duke it out. Everyone basically had jetpacks was floating around watching. They duke it out and do everything, and the mech finally ends up taking the monster and throws it back in the water, and then walks away like he's won. And all of a sudden, the monster goes flying back out of the water, jumps on him, and rips off his arm, and like is doing a bunch of damage. So finally, the robot like hits him with his right arm because all he's got left is his right arm. His left arm's been ripped off. He walks over and he pulls like a sword it looked like a building or like a monument, and he yanks the sword all the way out and takes it and stabs it through the monster's head. So now the sword is stuck into the ground at an angle with the skull caved in, like stabbed through. Like the body basically melted away. But you know what the best part of was?
Fortnite causes violence, and that's why we had the shootings.
No. That's a good guess, though. The giant robot then one-arm flosses. It's great.
Are you kidding me?
It literally turns towards the middle of the map where everyone is, and it goes... and then just turns and retreats back to its base. It's just so goofy.
The best thing about their things is, I agree with you that their transitions are great.
Yeah.
Where it was like, I just remember one where it was like, people started playing. I don't remember how long their seasons are. Is it 3 months?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so it was like, let's just say it was April. It was the start. People started noticing, hey, there's this really bright light in the sky that keeps moving. And then it was like May, okay, it's really big light that's coming through. And then June, meteor crashes, completely changes the entire map, and now the entire map's different. Go from here. So it's this cool like evolution of, it's not just here's a new map or like here's the new event. It's like, oh, we're gonna build into this by having a giant robot.
And they also include the weapons and stuff that change because of that.
Yeah.
Like, did you see like with the rocket? Because the rocket was fucking awesome. So after the meteor hit and everything, all the meteors like throughout, like you're talking about, it told a story of these trucks and the government getting all the meteors together, and that's when superheroes were created.
Yeah,
the radiation
I was going to say whether there's a superhero event.
Right. But as time went on, where the meteor hit, it started to overgrow. A lot of the trucks that had meteorites left in it were slowly traveling through the map, so every week it changed. So they'd be here one map, and then they'd here, just following a road, but it told a story. And then finally, because there were two spots, there was like a big fancy mansion where you could tell where all the superhero was. Then there was a big like mountain, and in the mountain, inside of the mountain was a lair, like a supervillain lair. And from that lair, a missile launches. So it flies and it starts going. Everyone thought it was going to destroy the town. I can't remember what the fuck it's called, but it's where all the skyscrapers are. And it started flying and it started going into it, and all of a sudden it flashed and then ripped through space-time and came out at another spot. And it went through till finally it shot up in the sky and ripped a massive crack in time and space. And then that's when they introduced the rifts.
That's cool.
So you can use a rift to shoot yourself into the sky and then fall and skydive.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
My thing with Fortnite
they just do a really good job on the creative aspect, and it's a fucking battle royale. Like,
my thing is in like 2009, 2010.
I think it was that long ago when they first showed it.
It was, hey, look at this really cool zombie like survival game, guys.
Potential
zombie.
You're
gonna go through and you're gonna find,
because it was a trailer.
Yeah. But they were like, you're gonna go through and find like supplies, and then you're gonna have to build up a fort, and then you're gonna have to survive a fortnight with these zombies coming after you and all this cool. And I was like, this is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, it looked awesome.
And then for 5 years, all we had was that one fucking trailer. And then it was, hey guys, Fortnite's actually coming out. Here's some betas. Like, we're actually doing this. Game came out. I was like, this is fucking cool. I'm on board. A month later, Battle Royale's a thing. Cool. Scrap all of that last 7 years. We're Battle Royale now.
They kept chugging till like
more than a few months ago, but finally they were just like, yeah, we're just not gonna update that anymore.
Yeah, and I was just like,
and everyone knew it was coming.
Thought it was great.
But yeah, honestly, I like that game type better than the Battle Royale. But
I just think Battle Royale's burnt out.
But see, here's my thing.
Fallout 76 need a Battle Royale.
I've not had a whole lot of fun with Fortnite. I've
had a lot of fun playing it. I'm not gonna lie.
I haven't had that much fun playing it. I think it's but I really liked what Apex Legends did gameplay wise.
Yeah,
I like the gameplay of Apex Legends better.
What was it you liked about Apex Legends?
Well,
because and this is not helping Fortnite's case at all, but
it's tighter gameplay that is more focused on the combat and that kind of stuff. So it plays like Titanfall. Titanfall hands down is, in my opinion, one of the best multiplayer first person shooters on the market.
I was just gonna say when Apex Legends came out, Fortnite basically stole all the good features of Apex Legends, and now it's all in Fortnite.
Right,
So
right,
it's
right,
like, if
right.
you really like Apex Legends, like, check
But
it out.
but I'm just
See,
saying from the
I only
gunplay
disagree
perspective.
because the gunplay in Titanfall, in my experience, was purely just, do you have an SMG? Yes or no?
I'll give him that.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, because I suck with the SMGs.
Okay, no. So you lost.
No.
I'm not gonna lie, that was basically my experience.
I
loved Titanfall.
at one
don't get me
point
wrong.
I used
fucking
the
loved
first
it.
one, the R301 or whatever, like the SMG version. I was hip firing people across the map. It was hilarious. And then it would happen to me, and it's not hilarious anymore because you get fucking wrecked from a dude that's just like, and then everyone's dead. And this
I
dude's
totally
just
thought you were
swinging
just gonna
around.
go beep beep.
I like the
I think
Titans in
Titanfall's-
Titanfall because they're not immortal, but they're still strong.
Mm.
Titan
I thought it was really well.
taking down a Titan was also great.
I don't know.
I used to feel so cool when I'd take down a Titan.
In my opinion, with online multiplayer first person shooters, I've had more fun with Titanfall 2 than any other first person shooter multiplayer
New
game.
Call of Duty looks really good.
The new one looks pretty good, but Black Ops 4 was all right.
Oh yeah, no, I agree.
But like Black Ops 3 was
Two was
all right.
See, and that's the thing. I don't like the movement style of Black
What's the
Ops.
last good?
I love
Call
the
of Duty?
movement. It hands down. I
fucking
love.
hated it.
No.
No,
Titanfall 2. Titanfall
I
2.
know.
I love the movement.
Eh.
Oh, so what was the last good Call of Duty?
Modern Warfare 3, in my opinion.
I mean, that was
Modern Warfare 3.
9 years
I
ago?
don't know. I really liked Advanced Warfare.
What is that? The one with Kevin Spacey?
Yes.
And only the story was good.
Was it that one or Ghost? I thought Ghost had Ghost.
No. Advanced Warfare is Kevin Spacey because it was all super future.
Ghosts. I liked the not zombies mode. What was it? The Alien
Oh,
Invasion.
yeah.
Annihilation.
Yeah, that was fun. That was awesome. I'm kind of depressed that they never went back to that. But anyway, apparently after this new Call of Duty, it's all going to be free to play anyway. So
So let's twist real quick. Let's talk about a different form of media. Has everyone watched The Boys?
I have not. Don't even mention it.
no, I haven't yet.
No spoilers.
Everyone will not shut up about how
Yes
amazing
or
it
no?
is. I've been so busy with everything right now. I've got like I
Well, and that's a
I
podcast,
just want a
everybody.
yes or
Yeah.
no. Yes or no.
So good.
yeah.
I watched it so bad.
Yeah,
That-
I've got
I
a
need to
coworker that literally said like she sat down and she was like, "We'll watch one episode tonight and then we'll watch more tomorrow," and they stayed up till she had to leave to go back to work watching The Boys.
We watched
need
it
to
all in
watch-
2 days.
I need
Yeah.
to watch The Boys. Carnival Row is about to come out.
Yes, that looks so fucking good.
Yeah.
Have you not seen
I
that?
don't even know what it is.
Oh my god! So Orlando Bloom, basically set in fantasy world where like elves and goblins.
It's
and,
like a
can
Victorian
you
London
continue telling
steampunk.
me what this game is about?
Lord-
Or this
Lord
show's
of the
about?
Well, I mean, he no, I just
English Lord of the Rings?
he said fantasy world. I just didn't want you to think like a dated fantasy world. It's like a steampunk like Victorian
So,
London.
Lord of the Rings with trains?
Never mind.
You're not. He's not wrong. It's set in like Victoria age London, but yeah, it's all elves and fairies and like,
so like Breach
centaurs
in
and.
olden times.
But basically, the humans come through and ban magical creed. It's Shrek set
It's Breach.
in. I don't know what Breach is.
I'm pretty sure it's Breach with Will Smith, the Netflix original movie.
Bright.
Bright.
Thank you.
Jesus.
I
Christ.
was like, what the fuck is Breach?
Picture Bright if it was set
Steampunk.
set in like Sherlock Holmes
Yeah.
Yeah,
area with
It was
Faye.
good as fuck.
Yeah.
But basically,
Brian was such a good movie, right?
what was? I never
Right?
saw
You know what?
it.
Never
I
saw
hate
it.
to say.
What
I
the
don't
fuck,
want-
Everybody
guys?
everybody told me to skip it because they
That
said,
was-
"Did you see Training Day?" Yeah. Okay, you've seen Bright. Don't worry about it.
I haven't
That's
seen
probably.
Training Day.
Did you like Training Day?
I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
Did you like
I just
Bright?
every single movie this guy's ever made is literally Training Day.
If anything, and that's not wrong. Oh, I remember
What?
seeing the trailer for that. It's not wrong. It's not like. So imagine literally, like Training Day, if you will, but they're chasing magic, and the fucking high elves are everywhere, and they run the government. It's just such a cool world.
I need
Yeah.
to watch it. Is anybody else excited for what comes out Friday?
I don't know what comes out Friday.
A certain Netflix original movie.
Netflix original movie. Oh, Rocko's Modern Life.
You are right. And you know what comes out the Friday after that?
The Invader Zim movie.
Caleb would be excited about the Invader Zim, but I am meh on both of those.
Dude,
Sorry.
I don't know. Rocko's
I was
Modern Life is so.
I was a
that's
Cartoon Network kid. Go ahead.
that was my that was my childhood. Rocko's Modern Life, and then Invader Zim was fucking awesome too. But I also
My
like.
thing is, I'm like, I need to go back and watch both because I don't fucking remember like how either ended.
I loved Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
Me too.
So,
He's my favorite childhood memory.
Johnny the Homicidal Maniac was the comic book series that was created by the guy who created Invader Zim.
Just like
I
how you're
love
like-
Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
I just like the way you're like, that's my favorite childhood memory.
But no, Rocko's Modern Life literally ends with them getting onto a rocket ship and going to space.
I remember like someone
And then-
mentioned that,
and-
I was
and
like,
then-
I think I remember
And then
that.
this movie is them crash
Coming
landing back
back, yeah.
on Earth, and they didn't realize. Like to them, it's been
This may be a movie. That
This is their
Caleb
Captain
will
America.
me.
this is their Interstellar.
Oh, is that what happened?
Oh, wait.
All I know is I'm lost in space and I have to find a way to save the planet. Has everyone seen Interstellar?
Mhm.
I need to save the planets and I need to figure out how to do something. So I'm going to go in space and I'm going to figure it out. I'm floating in space. Oh, I just found out that I can use the power of love to travel through time and yell words back to my daughter and she can be like, oh, I heard him. I'm going to save the... Is this not Interstellar?
Not even.
Is this
slightly.
not the
No.
right movie?
That is love.
No, I'm not talking to... Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I was gonna say, so far you are wrong on so many.
Hold on. There's two space movies that came out at the same time. I swear it's Interstellar. Hold on. With that said, my version of Interstellar that I have seen is this.
McConaughey. Nah. I'm Matthew McConaughey for 2.5 hours.
Basically, but it's the 7-minute honest trailer. So I don't know how much of what he said is true.
No, so Interstellar is basically, there is a unknown form of bacteria or an unstoppable form of bacteria.
Just destroying everything, all life on Earth.
Not all life, but crops specifically.
So
food.
Earth is going destroyed, so they have to find somewhere to go to either go through and find a new planet
Right.
or find a way to stop it.
Well, they can't find a way to stop it. It's mostly expeditions to
Okay.
find a new planet. But the kicker is they discovered a wormhole
Yeah.
behind.
A bookshelf inside of
No.
his old.
Nope.
It shows
Nope.
his daughter when
Yeah,
she's
but you're
like,
not letting me finish. So they find a wormhole several years prior that is behind Saturn, I think, by one of the moons. I don't remember exactly where.
Right.
So what they did before the world went to shit, they sent off 3 separate shuttles to through the wormhole, and they discovered or rather they sent probes and found planets that are potentially habitable. They're all within the habitable zone. But the kicker is they're all very close to a black hole. So they all reported back finding everything's all good. Super cool. So they go through his expedition, Matthew McConaughey's expedition.
my name's Right.
His whole expedition is they're out there to pick which one to live at, which one is the best. That's the whole point of the movie.
Why did anyone sit through this 2.5-hour movie?
Because of the shit that happened. That's awesome. So like one of the because you're never
got
gonna watch
viewers,
it, right?
I
You
know.
know what the fuck?
It's got Matthew McConaughey in it, and I was told
Right.
that literally you can't understand any of the audio because all the background noise is going.
They're-
And people are talking, and they're like, "Oh my god, can you hear what's going on?"
the balancing was not the best. I'll give you
It
that.
won a fucking Oscar for sound mixing, so fucking explain that to me.
The music was really good.
I'm not talking about music.
No.
Sound mixing.
The mixing and
The
sound
mixing
effects
of sound
won the
effects
Oscar
to
that year.
volume to voice.
I watched it
to-
originally in the IMAX.
Yeah,
so
yeah, so did everyone in like my family, and they were all just like, "What the fuck?"
it was. Well, I was gonna say there were parts that was very loud. But so basically they get to one of the
Sound
planets.
design, that's what it's called.
Sound design. Thank you. You're right.
Well, no, that is actually true because the sound effect they give when looking at the black hole, getting near to the black hole, is like very intense. It
it
makes
didn't
you
win.
feel.
It didn't win an Oscar for that. I lied.
It makes you feel very heavy, if that makes sense.
I will also say that's also the
Best
one
achievement
where,
in sound mixing.
that's what
It
it
was
was.
nominated for. It did not win.
Um,
Wonder why?
that's also the one where
It did earn that.
it took
Oscar.
them like 10 years to get the picture of the black hole because it's the most accurate representation of what a black
it's
hole would
because they
visually
took
look like.
The
all
issue is, though-
data they took all the known data
Yeah.
of what the black hole is and put it in a graphics rendering system. Yes.
And came up with an idea and said, "This is our understanding of what a black hole should look like."
And it is
That
the most
was
accurate representation.
hold on, 2014. So that was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And they actually got a picture of a black hole, and it's literally exactly what they said it was.
Yeah.
It was the fact that 5 years ago no one knew.
Oh, yeah,
It was,
yeah.
hey, we did this, and this is what. Looking at
Yeah,
all the
the-
data, this is what it should look like.
The picture
And they were correct.
Yeah,
and
the-
it's
the
holy
picture
shit.
and
How were
rendering-
you guys so
the
correct?
picture and rendering won several just awards in terms of science.
Oh yeah,
because
yeah.
of all the shit. But
that it earned.
the cool aspects because it toys with time. So technically, time.
Like all great movies.
Well, no, time is a construct, right? Time changes and fluctuates the farther you get away from Earth. You can leave Earth and come back, and while it's only been a year for you, it's been 3 years for
I've
Earth.
fucking seen Planet of the Apes. I
Okay,
know how
good.
it
I'm
works.
glad you understand. So, but it's not
glad you
just the
understand.
fact of when you go away from Earth, it's the fact that gravity affects time. So when you get close to a black hole, the black hole also distorts how time functions, specifically with you. So they have the concept of they land on this planet that is the closest one to the black hole. They're only down there for an hour and a half, whereas up everywhere else, it's been like 27 years. So it's now him dealing with the fact that they were stuck because originally it was supposed to be a touch and go. Then it turned out it was a big old water planet. And the tsunamiest of tsunamis, the daddy of all tsunamis, came by and
Tsunamiest.
took them.
Uh-oh.
Go on.
I just found something that was interestingly funny that I think is funny.
I thought it was a really good movie. Is my summary.
Understand, my thing is,
You don't like Matthew McConaughey.
I know, but so I am very unfairly judging this film.
I know. I agree, and it bothers me.
But I agree. But my point is, at least I understand that I'm
Yeah.
not being fair.
Yes.
But I forgot about this. Kubo and the Two Strings.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant film. There's one character in that movie I fucking hated. And I
It was
could
Matthew
never figure
McConaughey.
out why. And then I remember I got to the end of the credits. I was like, that's why I fucking hated it.
You
I don't
unfairly
like this
hate
guy.
Matthew McConaughey.
Dude,
I
to me,
still-
I thought,
and he
I thought
won
it
an
was
Oscar
hilarious.
for it.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious.
See, here's my thing. Watch.
No. That the one movie I've actually watched and I've said, oh my god, not only is he good in this movie, I actually like him in this film. He is very good in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, I agree. Fucking-
Playing the agent.
Tugger
He is
Nuts!
really Tugger Not.
No,
He is funny in that.
watch Killer Joe. Then we'll talk.
I don't know what that is.
It's a movie where he basically rapes a person with a piece of chicken.
No. He plays a
That's
He's gonna explain
that's
how
chicken.
that's not
That's
correct.
Chicken Rapist 3: The Return.
the return, the chickening. No,
The
I
the
literally-
Magog.
I did just 100% go through his entire career, and the only film of his I like is Tropic Thunder.
You never watched Inception though.
Inception, I've seen.
I'm sorry,
I was
Interstellar.
gonna say, I was-
I was like,
I
wait,
always
what?
get those stuck in my head.
I was like, where are we going with that one?
Okay, hold on. So I did unfairly also just say that. Out of 67 movies, let's actually count the ones I've seen. Dazed and Confused, not seen. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 19, didn't see.
You know, it wasn't 19, it was 4.
I mean, it's really a difference.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The New Beginning with him and Renee Zellweger.
Contact,
Contact, he was great in.
haven't seen it.
What was Contact?
What? The one,
Contact is the movie that
what's her face? It's
Stewie Griffin has the best explanation of that film ever.
I just realized I put this on a magnet.
It is fine.
It is.
Honestly, ever since I've noticed, like,
I
since
can't
they've
remember her
switched to,
name.
like, flash memory and stuff, they seem to be impervious to a lot of magnets. Not all. I would still wouldn't take like one of those like hard ones that you can't like pull apart with your hands.
Jodie
Do
Foster.
that.
Jodie Foster is like trying to contact her, or no, she's trying to go up into space or whatever, and she accidentally ends up making contact with her dad because of the whole like being away and being able to change time because you're in space, blah blah blah.
You
Basically,
can't
It sh-
change the time,
well,
but
But they basically find a way to accidentally create a space time machine.
paradox.
so basically,
type
they're
thing.
able
Yeah.
to use this machine and this satellite to contact in space somebody that in our time is in the past, but in their time is the
I mean,
present.
that's the theory of relativity.
But are you ever going to see this film?
What film?
Contact. Jodie Foster. It's a 1991 Jodie Foster, Matthew McConaughey.
Okay, the fucking movie. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert for
28-year-old
Contact.
Movie. So apparently, this is what Stewie says. Again, I've not seen this film, but supposedly, halfway through the movie, their entire installation gets destroyed. Something happens. Everything, their work, everything. It's all ruined. It's just gone. This $2 billion installation that they built, and this dude on the other side of the world's like, "It's okay. I have the same thing." And then they go over to the other side of the world, and then, oh, okay, he has it. So now we
Was
can
it
keep like
China?
basically like, yeah, it's just like
No, China has everything we have done.
China has everything we have now.
Stewie starts yelling at one point on Family Guy, and he's like, "Fucking Contact! You can't just fucking destroy an installation, and then all of a sudden, someone on the other side of the world has the same fucking $2 billion installation that no one noticed."
Do you know why? Because China probably made the first one.
It's true. China number one.
I'm still going through movies.
Number one.
Still going through movies trying to find something I've seen him in. Wedding Planner, never seen.
So-
Frailty, never seen.
Oh my God, are you shitting me?
Sahara,
Yeah, oh
never
my
seen.
God. How have you never seen?
Failure to
You
Launch,
having
never
not seen
seen.
Frailty makes sense.
Okay.
Joe having not seen Frailty makes zero fucking sense to me. That is one of mine and my dad's favorite films of all time.
Failure to Launch.
Is a
I-
garbage film.
Did see that movie,
That's
and
a-
is probably why I hate Matthew McConaughey. We Are Marshall. Didn't see it. Fool's Gold looks stupid.
Fool's Gold was pretty bad.
And then by that point, I was over the guy.
No.
Why
So
does he have an Oscar?
Killer Joe is a film where he plays a hitman who is hired by a redneck. He's hired by a redneck woman to kill her redneck husband. It might be swapped. Long story short, he goes to do it, but then decides that like instead of killing them, he would rather just like do something else and pocket the money. And then it turns out that they didn't actually have any money. So in retaliation, he decides to keep their daughter as a pseudo sex slave until they can come up with the money. And then he's going to use that. Or no. He's hired by them to kill somebody else. He's hired by the husband and wife to kill somebody else, but he won't do it until he gets the money. So he basically takes their daughter as collateral.
Sounds fucking stupid.
It's actually a really fucking good movie.
Just watch New Nuns with Big Guns.
So,
Interesting fact: not a lot of naked guns or not a lot of naked nuns in
Not a
that
lot
film.
of Naked Guns.
No, 1.5, or 2.5, and 3 3/3, or 3 and 33 and a third are all in that film.
I'm
all
gonna
the naked guns.
quote the most quotable show of all time and prove it right now.
Simpsons.
Yeah.
I was hoping.
Simpsons did
There's
it.
a spot where they're going through and they go see a movie and they sneak into a movie called Naked Lunch. And they walk out of the movie at the end and they just go, "I can think of 2 things wrong with the name of that title."
What?
I have to show you the Endgame honest trailer because the final cast list is just the best thing in the world. Can we be done? I work tomorrow.
So do I.
This has been a great I'm Nick.
Yeah, I'm Nick.
Love you
Yeah,
all.
it is 11:40. We're at an hour
We
and
have
42
0
minutes.
viewers, don't we?
We have 1 viewer.
Hey Tyler, how
I
you
don't know
doing?
who you are, but thank you for
Yeah,
watching.
nobody's been
I
talking
really
in
Shadow.
appreciate,
Nobody's
so-
been talking in
Shadow.
chat. So.
Who else? You can see who's watching.
It says no one's watching.
Yeah, when I go to participants, it has nobody listed, but then like it'll say 2 concurrent viewers currently.
Is this 2 right now?
Well,
That's
now
what
it says
concurrent
1.
means.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
When's that movie getting a sequel?
That's it. When
Do what?
a debt puts a young
You've never
man's
seen the
life
movie
in
Stay
danger.
Alive? Sorry.
When a debt puts a young man's life in danger, he turns to putting a hit out on his evil mother in order to collect the insurance. And then the guy that plays the redneck husband, Thomas Hayden Church, do you remember George of the
Yeah.
Jungle?
Yeah.
The idiot.
Whoop, my bad.
Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and end this podcast. We're an hour and 42 minutes in, and apparently
Tell me
everybody got to go.
something. I don't remember what it was.
What?
Before Nick was talking about that. Staying Alive. No. Really good movie. It is so it's I don't know. I'm gonna start explaining this and he's gonna be like, you're stupid. It is a movie that sounds like it'd be dog shit and
You're
ends up being
stupid.
really good. So it is a film where basically it starts with I don't want to give too much away. Group of friends finds a video game. It's a game that was being beta
Jumanji?
tested, basically. No. It's a survival horror PC game. Cooperative PC game. You play the
Lots
game.
of Alienware product placement throughout this
I'm
entire
pretty
film.
sure Alienware funded the whole movie.
Like,
It's
dude, nuts.
It's like, oh, hey, check out my laptop. Alienware. Hold on, I gotta plug this into my desktop. Alienware. Let's go get in my car. I have Alienware stickers in the windshield.
I was gonna say,
Like, it's
what if
like-
you get in the whole hood is just a giant
Like, I'm talking to the point where like people are out in the middle of nowhere and they're like, oh, I left my gaming rig at home. Wait a minute, I forgot. I have my laptop sitting under my seat that is an Alienware Area 51 18-inch laptop. Like, it's just like, wait,
You know what?
what?
You know what I'm glad I have when I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere? My 15-inch Area 51 Alienware laptop, provided by Dell.
And I will
No.
say another cool
It's not
thing.
that bad.
Um,
Well, hold on, I didn't even explain the concept yet. Where
Nobody
did you get
sells
that
an
from?
Alienware like Frankie Muniz.
Yeah. So, but whole concept of the movie is teenagers are playing the movie. Okay. In the movie,
Teenagers playing video games.
That's what I meant to say. They're investigating. It's a modernized telling of the story of Elizabeth Bathory, if you even know who that is. So she basically is a serial killer who lived in Hungary. She's a Hungarian countess. She literally was a apprentice to the actual real life Vlad the Impaler, and would kill young women and bathe in their blood because she thought that would bring youth. She thought that was the
That's how you fight
elixir-
wrinkles.
Yeah, legit. Literally, she went crazy one day and beat the shit out of her handmaiden because she pulled her hair. Beat the shit out of her and looked at her hands and realized that where the blood was, that her skin looked smoother. So she decided to cut her open and bathe in her.
And then,
this
yeah.
woman literally ended up, after killing like 3,000, or no, it was like 300 people. They walled her up inside of her castle and she starved to death. But anyway, they're investigating. That's the basis of the video game that they're playing. But when you die in the video game, you die in real life. Is the whole concept. It's like The Ring, where
But like,
So like
It's like, oh, I got hung in this.
VHS.
no, it was actually released at
No,
theater.
you-
and it's actually that's the thing.
it's actually really good.
It was surprisingly good. Like most people,
Do
all
you
were like, "This
remember-
sounds so stupid.
I-
Why is this being made?" Saw it and we're like, "Wow, that was actually."
I
pretty
would
good.
lump this film in with Cry Wolf.
Yeah.
As in like films that like I went
Another
into
film
it and I was
never
like, oh, like
This is gonna suck.
Frankie
You're like, "Oh,
Muniz
great."
and playing a video game, and if he dies in the game, he dies in real life. Okay, whatever.
You get to the
like,
end going, "Holy shit!"
like
Not
it's
only-
actually really good.
Not only do I want to play this game, I don't need an Alienware. That's the reason I own an Alienware today.
Or like
I'm
like
not
they,
kidding.
or like
My
they
desktop
go
is
into
Alienware
the
because
local
of that.
cyber cafe that has 40 Alienware desktops.
As one does
Yeah,
in
Like,
a small
lit-
little town.
And
in
do
middle of
those
nowhere.
still exist?
Not really.
cyber cafes not necessarily.
Okay, let's end this. I want to show you guys the end game on this trailer, which is 5
Yeah.
minutes.
Anyway,
and then
so
we're leaving.
yeah. Bye. I'm Nick,
Joe.
I'm Corey.
and we'll see y'all later. Bye, bye.
I dabbed.
I jerked off. A microphone.